Okay, so in starting the activities for this week, you'll notice there are three files, text files that I've posted to the forum. You'll see them right here. And I want you to download them into the downloads folder. Um, and you'll notice, by the way, that if you click on it, just click on it, it will probably open up in the tab, another tab, which is, you could go do it that way, but it's probably more easy, or it's probably easier, excuse me, to go ahead and right click on each of the files, go to Save Link As, and then you'll see it opens right into the Downloads folder, and hit Save. And then just do that 2 more times. So here's Brown Fox, right click, Save Link As, and in the Downloads folder, and again, 1 more time, Purple Horse. Okay, so now we have these in our download folder. All right. So our ultimate goal for this first set of activities for the week is to move these 3 files from the downloads folder to the documents folder using the terminal. And some of these initial tasks might seem a bit simple, like why wouldn't I just use the GUI? Why wouldn't I just use Unity to do that? But what we're going to be doing this week is really some basic things to build, or in the first part of the week, I should say, is some basic things that are going to serve as a foundation for what we're going to do in the second part of the week. So if it seems a little simple at first, please don't fret. All right. So what I'm going to do first is go into my file manager here. I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to I want to see, you'll notice there's all these, this is the home folder, and here we have the downloads folder. So I want to actually go there, all right? And you'll see that we have our files there, all right? And then what I wanted to do is see how we would do the same thing in the terminal. So now I have my terminal on the dock. You know what, maybe you don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove mine. Okay, if you already have it on the dock, then don't worry about it, what I'm about to show you. But let's assume that you don't. So I'm going to go down to these dots here. I'm going to hit Show Applications. I'm going to go up to Search, and I'm going to type in Terminal. And I don't have to finish, and it's going to be there. I left-clicked on it, and here we have the terminal. So now, in order to say, you're going to want to add that to favorites on the dock. So I'd right-click there and left-click on Add to Favorites. So now it will say Terminal has been added to your favorites. You can go ahead and close that little message box. All right. And so now what I want to do is I want to move this over a bit so we can see both things. Okay. And now I want to get to the same folder here in Terminal as I have open here, the Downloads folder. But first I need to know where I am, in the overall file structure. And to do that, I'm going to give you your first command you're going to learn for the week. So here I'm at the terminal. Make sure you click on it, by the way, so you're on the window, and go in and type pwd. And when you do that, you'll notice it says home /Ubuntu class. And that is actually not downloads, that's this folder, right? This is the home folder. And you can tell that by using another command, ls. And that will list the various different commands, the various different things in the home folder, right? So if you notice, sorry, I'm on a computer with a smaller screen right now. If you notice, if you look at the downloads, or the home folder here, and you look at the contents here, they're the same, right? Except for this examples.desktop, and just ignore that for the moment. But in all the other cases, they're the same. All right. So now, as you remember, we have we want to get into our downloads folder so that when we're looking here on the terminal, we'll see the same files. All right. So what I'm going to do that is I'm going to type in cd, which means change directory, right? And I'm going to type in downloads. Right? Now you'll notice that this changed. Up here before we just had the tilde, and now we have the tilde, the / and downloads. The tilde, this little symbol here, indicates the home folder. You're in the home folder, which was another way we could tell that. And then we have, now we're in the home folder, we're in the downloads folder. And if I type ls to get a list, you'll notice that we have the same contents in here. I'm just changing the view here. In the downloads folder that you see here in Unity, or in the graphical interface. So go ahead and try that yourself if you haven't already, and I'll be back in just a second. So now what we want to do is we want to move these text files that we see here, and here, right? We want to move them over into the documents folder. So to do that, we're going to use another command, right? Which is the move command, which is just mv, okay? So what we're going to do then is type mv, and we're going to type the oops, I mistyped, file names. And you'll notice if you do mistype, you'll get an error. And we want to go to, we want to move them to the documents directory. All right, so what this shows us here I'm just making this bigger so you can see the whole line, is we have move, the mv, the move command, then we have these three files, and then this is the folder we want it to end up in. So I'm going to hit enter, and you'll notice nothing happened here, although just because we have the graphical, because we have the Unity, the file manager, here open to the downloads folder. Now it's the folder is empty, which you might have noticed when I did that. All right. So now what I want to do is so remember we want to get, now we want to go in, now we want to go into the documents folder in order to verify that those are there. Okay. So of course, yes, I could go to home and I could go to documents and I see that they're there, but I want to do that on my, terminal, sorry. So what I want to do then is I want to hit CD, and I'm going to hit 2 dots. And what that's going to do is put me back up into my home folder. So it basically took me from this folder within a folder, which was a downloads folder, was in the home folder, and it put me one level up into home. Okay, so now, like I say, when I type ls, you'll see that again I'm back out, and you can see the documents folder. So now I'm going to hit CD, go to documents, type ls again, and you'll see the folders, or the files listed there. I had a folder or a file called hello there as well, and that's why that's there. So what I'd like you to do now is to take a screenshot, I'd like you to do the same set of things, and then take a screenshot of your terminal showing that in the documents folder you have these 3 files. And that's the first task for the week. We'll of course have other ones, and again, obviously that's a rather simple task or a set of tasks, but we have to build some foundations here. All right. So try that out, and if you have any questions, let me know.